shamed
Are you
Rod's
sure
girlfriend, calling
that
her all sorts of
someone
names.
know your
Mad about some
address?
shady ass shit.
Audio Jungle.
Let's talk about Jazz. She's a content creator who has 3 million followers on TikTok.
I do
a
actually
YouTube
remember
channel
her
with almost 4 million
from Jasmine
subscribers,
Tate.
and many other platforms under her
I never
control.
watched
She was
her,
in a relationship so genuinely
what that
loved by the
show
internet
called?
that
Her
people
Life
are
is
still
Perfect
talking
TV?
about it in
Never seen
2026. 5 years
I seen her with
after it ended.
content creator Amar and Tay. No, Amar and Amar. Is someone like that?
Okay, so to be honest with you, when I started going down this rabbit hole, I genuinely did not expect to feel the way I felt by the end of it. Because I
What
thought
do you
this
mean?
was just another influencer beef where a
I don't
girl
really
goes off on her
understand like
ex-friend,
the
people
content
react,
to
everyone moves
the
on, and
reason why
you
Jasmine
know how it
Tate
goes.
broke up.
This story is deeper. Much deeper. Jasmine Tate, also known as Jazz, Perfect Laughs and Lil Perfect, started out as a super relatable comedian, rapper, and motivational creator. She used to be one of the top creators on Vine, a short-form video hosting platform that
was the top career in TikTok and on Vine. But I don't know if Vine's still like going to this day.
comeback. She was born on November 7th, 1996 in Little Rock, Arkansas. So she's
How old
29
is she right
as of
now?
March 2026.
What is her life
She moved
right
to
now?
Houston, Texas years ago and started growing her network. Jazz made it big on YouTube. And one of the major things that got her viewers hooked was her relationship with Tay Caldwell. They posted everything from heartwarming date nights and music videos to daily pranks and relationship advice.
You ready, baby?
I actually did like the way and the content they were making. I actually did like it.
Alright, y'all. I feel like we actually gonna accomplish this one. Cause Tay just been tripping.
Everything was perfect until the relationship ended in 2020. And Jazz started spiraling into a self-destructive cycle that would cost more than she could ever imagine.
Jazz happy. She moving out the full content house and says everything was in her name. So Jazz, what are you trying to say? What type of mess you got yourself into? You got yourself into a deeper hole that you can never find a way out.
With friends.
I'm keeping a buck. I'm keeping a buck, nigga. I've been covering ass for the last 3 years. I'm tired of that shit.
Hey, yo.
House under my name.
Hey, calm down.
Weight reduction. Yes.
What
Yes, nigga,
are you talking about?
Yes, I am.
She made dramatic changes to her body, including a hysterectomy and top surgery. And basically,
she was getting top surgery. I top surgery to get rid of her breast.
Just mad about some shady ass shit. Their life not going their way. They'll probably put up with a bitch they're miserable with.
Wait, she was mad because of that?
Fat ass round face while I'm with some bad shit.
Hey,
body
if y'all know the reason why Jazz spiraling out, then tell me.
From beef after beef to crash out after crash out.
Yeah,
Jazz single-handedly ruined her reputation.
crash out.
Not your girl, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
Damn.
Like, bro, you trying to play with my character right now?
Jazz always said, stop playing with my character. You know I don't roll like that. You know I don't go that way. I don't swing that way. Because she want people to know she's still a stud.
And trust the internet to call you out when you're out of line. The same people who praised her for her authenticity started calling for her cancellation.
I'm gonna say it. Nobody else gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. What the fuck going on with Jazz, bro? Nah, she just mentioned her surgery. People mention it, but I feel like ever since she did the surgery, she's really more like...
It was always something with Jazz, and as I looked into her life, I traced the change in behavior to 2020. Stay tuned,
that
because the
made
tea
Jazz
is
spiral out
scalding.
and
When Jazz broke
Tay.
up with Tay Caldwell,
to.
it came at a price. Tay moved to Houston to be with Jazz. They spent 3 years living together and had a joint YouTube channel with almost 4 million subscribers.
A joint
and millions
YouTube channel
views.
that has
They posted
so
couple
much
vlogs,
subscribers.
challenges, and shared
And
content that gave their audience a sense of
liking them.
investment in
I'm
their
talking about,
relationship.
bro,
The love
they
looked
was the
real, and
top-
their pranks always had their
top
audience hooked.
famous gay couple. Like our in gay couple, they were one of them.
Because I really need the room for my business. She just need the room for the man cave. I'm like, you can get a small man cave.
Had your own house, been together for 3
But
years.
something
Like,
started
come on.
to change mid-2020. The joint channel went quiet in July. No announcements, no explanation, just
no
silence.
announcement, no
We all know
update.
that unexplained
And
silence from
I think if you go to their channel, you might not see no new content. I don't know. guys subscribe to the channel.
Signal. Then in September 2020, they posted a video explaining why they stopped posting on YouTube.
They did.
It was titled,
but I really never actually paid attention to the reason why they stopped posting.
What we been doing, yada, 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 did we quit YouTube, did this happen, did that happen? So look, you know what I'm saying, today, gang?
They said nothing was wrong with their relationship, and that they were just taking a break from posting while focusing on other engagements.
Nothing wrong with their relationship, but then you got to really understand the problem that's going on.
Gonna take a little small break, but you know what I'm saying, the break has just extended, you know what I'm saying, August came, there you go, baby.
You went to LA.
Oh yeah, I went to LA.
We went to LA.
Jazz did most of the talking. She claimed their relationship was rock solid and promised to resume posting regularly. After the video went live, Jazz posted and pinned a comment that repeated the key points. Hope we cleared the air and you guys' questions and concerns. More bangers on the way. This was the video the entire time. Viewers expressed relief under the comment, satisfied that everything was fine thanks to the reassuring video. Some were so confident that nothing would happen to the relationship. But in retrospect, some viewers noticed that the video felt off, and the vibe between Jazz and Tay was a bit different in the video compared to previous videos, almost like they were disconnected as lovers. One person said, "This video seems forced. This is when they must have started falling off." Another
what I'm about to say is, when you're in a relationship, if you know the tension is off, you know something off, don't be with someone for more than 4 or 5 months. Because then you will end up being just like Jazz and Tay.
This is definitely forced. She said the whole 2020 they were
wait.
Maybe they were having cracks in the relationship, but were still trying to salvage it when they made that video. Or maybe it was a deliberate attempt to mislead their fans. Either way, the relationship crashed publicly shortly after. The couple posted 2 more videos together after that video, and that was the last time they posted on that channel. Months later, Jazz would make a video confirming the breakup and telling her side of the story. She admitted that they indeed broke up and claimed she made the video to correct some false narratives surrounding the split.
Clearing the air and update with me and kind of everything that's been going on, my relationship, etc. I want to clear up some statements, some false accusations, some stuff that's been said that's not true. Like people putting their own plot twists and stories together.
Cause you're not giving us updates. You just leave in
it makes sense that Jazz released a video because so many people were speculating about what had actually happened between them. At one point, some fans thought the breakup was staged and just one big prank on their audience. Jazz made it clear that it wasn't a prank and things were indeed over for real.
The second thing I want to, you know what I'm saying, kind of clear up is the whole stage thing. Like I seen somewhere where somebody, I don't know, man, somebody posted where me and Tay were staging a breakup. I am a content creator, you know what I'm saying, and I do this for entertainment purposes.
The reason why people would definitely say, "Oh, you stage your breakup, you fake your breakup," because you're a content creator. People always expect twist and promise to happen.
Come on, bro. I don't know where people be getting stuff from, man. Like, I wouldn't put my emotions in that. I wouldn't put another person's emotions in that.
I think I have seen another YouTuber.
Jazz did her best to frame the breakup as mutually beneficial. She didn't try to shift the blame to Tay or accept any blame for any role she may have played in the split. The thing is, the internet is a funny place. And when you put your business out there, you can't control how people react.
You really
Everyone
can't.
had a theory about what went down. And one of the most common stories we heard at the time was that the relationship ended because Jazz cheated on Tay. The narrative gained traction when someone from their neighborhood made a video with bold allegations against Jazz.
Jazz don't want to tell the truth behind the shit. You feel me, bro? And I don't like no. I ain't gonna tell the truth behind no shit. If I cheat on, I cheated on the.
In the video.
Now what she's saying is, if you cheat on someone, you cheat on someone. Like, don't go and surpass what you really trying to say and sprinkle a little tissue dust lie.
She also pointed out some discrepancies in the timelines that Jazz and Tay provided for their breakup. You see, officially, Jazz and Tay broke up in December 2020. But the lady claimed she caught Jazz sneaking out of her ex-girlfriend's house in October.
This bitch,
whoa, Jazz!
The bitch tell it, her and mom left each other alone around December and take.
Oh, Jazz!
Hey, it's over. All right, well in October, I caught this scary ass bitch tiptoeing out of motherfucking Mimi house. Let me show y'all how this bitch was tiptoeing. This is exactly how she was. Maria must have told her that, hey, my crazy ass ex outside.
Oh, damn.
She gonna beat your ass.
So this what Jazz was doing, and then when actually say anything.
I would have served you. On my mama's soul, I would have served you. But let me show y'all how this bitch was tiptoeing out my motherfucking house. Look, watch this.
Yeah.
She was like this.
There was no actual evidence to support the claim that Jazz was cheating.
So whatever she's saying, it's probably not true. Like, it can be true, but it can't. Because she don't got proof that Jazz actually didn't.
Reaction to the breakup announcement raised further suspicion about the issue. Tay said Jazz was not acting like her normal self throughout 2020. She talked about how she spent months trying to reach Jazz, trying to motivate her, pointing her toward the camera and her content, but nothing was landing.
I like seeing her at her best. That's when I fell in love with her. And y'all, I'm getting emotional. I told her, like, pick up the camera. If you don't want me in it, cool. I told her to do all this stuff because I seen that.
What Tay was trying to say was, if you don't want to be with her, then why you with me in the first place? Like, what motivating you to want to stay with me anyway if you doing all this?
Emotional response broke the internet. When she began confirming the cheating rumors, people saw that she was obviously hurt and felt neglected for a long time. The comments were flooded with concerned viewers who sympathized with her. They should have gotten married. You can't replace people too. I didn't think that Jazz understands that, to be honest. I think the whole time they grew, but their mindset's only not the love.
The mindset
Pride ain't none when it comes to the matters of the heart. I don't care nobody ever loved Jazz as much as Tay did. Shawty ain't been the same since, and it breaks my heart. I hope she finds someone for her.
Really
the whole ordeal
the way
was emotional. But both ladies eventually went on to create new kinds of content as individuals. It was a turning point for Jazz that would eventually plant seeds of identity crisis and so many other controversies. She eventually started dating Crystal, but the relationship didn't have the same vibe or audience as her previous relationship.
Yeah, people did. Now it making people actually feel like the vibe of the channel is not the way it's supposed to be. And now you're making new content with new people, and like, it's hard. It's hard when you see your YouTuber doing things like this.
Hope about reconciliation persisted for years. Then in late 2023, roughly 3 years after the breakup, the pair reunited in a series of wholesome, low-key moments that went viral. This reunion link-up wasn't a full romantic comeback, but a positive, friendship-focused reconnection. They made a TikTok together that captured the duo hanging out casually, laughing, vibing, and filming content together. On December 3rd, 2023, Tay posted a short, hilarious TikTok on her account with the caption, "Welp, here we go." In the 8-second clip, Tay was nervously approaching or reacting to Jazz, with playful banter and fight-up moments that felt like old times. The video got over 3.6 million views, 538,000 likes, and over 1,000 comments. Fans ate up the reunion and hoped it was a signal for a permanent reconciliation. The thing is, Jazz had broken up with Crystal, her girlfriend, after Tay just a few months before the link-up, so speculations ran wild. Did Jazz leave Crystal because he couldn't get over Tay? Did she finally gather the courage to go back to Tay? Viewers reached out to Crystal and asked how she felt about the reunion. Crystal said she didn't really care that Jazz and Tay had linked up, but she was kind of surprised,
I don't know why I'm
since Jazz had always given her the impression she would never talk to Tay again.
I'm mad right now because this doesn't make any sense. Wait, what? It said, Crystal said how she really feel about Jazz and Tay Reek. She also mentioned how Jazz told her she would never talk to Tay. Jazz, how you go from having a and then want to go link up with your bitch? Who does that?
Generally, I honestly don't like care. Cause it's like,
I honestly don't even understand the reason behind this.
The live that got reposted.
I'm
not even surprised that happened, honestly, because it's like...
Yeah, you should already know what's going to happen.
But it's like...
But you probably didn't know what's going to happen, but you just have feelings in your gut that you're going to link back up with Tay.
After the two failed public relationships, something changed in Jazz. While she kept posting regularly, the type of content she created shifted significantly. She went from being a prankster to being a bully. She became more aggressive and started getting into feuds with other influencers, including former members of her own crew. Her most recent beef was with Rod. So Rod used to be a member of Jazz's family over everything group, popularly known as FOE. Rod came into Jazz's circle after another member named Flo exited the group sometime in the 2021 to 2023 window. When Rod came in, he didn't come in as a guest or a feature. He came in as someone who was trusted. He was deeply involved in Jazz's life, not just her content calendar. In FOE, that kind of access meant something. You didn't get close to Jazz's world unless she decided you were worth the investment. And by all accounts, Rod was worth it, or so it looked. He hit the FOE energy without forcing it. That's the thing about this friendship that makes the fallout hit
You're forcing it right now. This girl definitely
with some of the people who left Jazz's circle, you can trace the friction back.
Like, stop letting little kids, stop letting people rate your life and tell you what they thought or they saw, they see, they heard. Like, stop letting people speculate what's going on with you.
Understandably upset when she thought Rod leaked her home address, but she didn't react properly. First off, she had no proof that it was Rod. People in the comments section were quick to point out that Jazz and the rest of the crew had a habit of posting outside their building, making it easy for anyone to figure out their location. Anybody can find that address. They literally show the front of the house and neighborhood all the time. So how was she sure it was Rod? To make matters worse,
how you sure
Jazz
it was
body
Rod?
shamed
How you
Rod's
sure
girlfriend,
that
calling her all sorts of names.
Someone know your
mad about some
address.
shady ass shit, their life not going their way. They'll probably put up with a bitch they're miserable with. Bitch, get fat as fuck, fat ass round face.
Okay, Jazz.
Some bad shit.
Alright,
Jazz. Body cheap. Niggas mad as fuck. I'm sorry,
damn,
your life is
girl.
not working out the way you want, sir. But maybe you should try hard and get you a badder bitch.
The girlfriend didn't do anything, and she wasn't part of the beef. Bringing her into it, going after her appearance specifically, is where Jazz crossed the line that her supporters struggled to defend. It wasn't a feminist thing to do, and it led to a lot of backlash with comments like, oh, why every time somebody gets talked about, they gotta talk about the girlfriend and start body shaming a girlfriend.
Like, don't go and talk about their partner if their partner didn't do nothing in their relationship to get you mad.
He needs to stop talking about people being fat. Because I'm pretty sure if y'all pull over our grandmas and your mamas, we all seem precious or big mama either one of those. What is her issue with women that are not petite? I remember her telling Crystal she's happy she won't get fat after her son. It's cool to have a preference, but don't down the necks to get your point across. Because she used to be bigger. Now she's smoked out and don't eat. Viewers weren't the only ones who came for Jazz. Rod's girlfriend, Jamin Shakira, wasn't about to sit back and let those strays hit her without retaliation. She went on live and called Jazz out for body shaming her, a 21-year-old when she's almost 30.
I don't even know you.
Yeah, a 21-year-old body shaming a almost 30-year-old woman. For what reason?
That ain't got shit to do with me. How could you even be going? You can be 30.
That go and body shame other people for no reason.
From 30. You can be 30.
Now, if it like someone is over the weight and they don't go and try to lose their weight, then you don't body shame them, but you gotta explain to them and tell them the truth and why you did what you did.
And he didn't even do that. He didn't even do that. You're finna be 30, and you're speaking on the body of a 21-year-old who had a child at that. A whole child.
She didn't stop there. She went after Jazz's finances and relationships, and trust me, she did not hold back.
What they were saying is Jazz trying to play the victim. She trying to play the victim card like she didn't do nothing, she didn't start nothing, and all the allegations that she did do anything were all fake.
What do me almost being 30? 1996, nigga. Real 90s, baby. I love it. What the fuck? Like, are you supposed to be making me mad by saying that, nigga? Like, I don't know the day I...
She didn't get any sympathy from reviewers. In fact, most people agreed with Rod about Jazz being too old for the kind of internet beef she was getting into. Some also pointed out that Jazz had a habit of dating much younger women, and that's why she would think Rod's girlfriend isn't petite enough, with comments like, whole time Jazz with some bad petite teenagers. She definitely likes young girls, like calm down, King Von.
Calm down. You're acting like King Von, but you want girls that not even around you. You want girls that probably like 10, maybe maybe 8 years younger than you. What's wrong with you?
Get a grown-out woman first. Ain't no grown woman gonna take us serious.
For one, Jazz don't even know how to treat a grown-out woman.
Since her breakup with Ted,
you can tell,
starting to look like she was always angry, cursing and picking fights with everyone. The comments that stood out the most linked her situation on hormonal changes. Jazz been so bitter and very irritable for the past few years, and I hate her for that. She just had a hysterectomy, so she's gonna be irritable, especially because she's essentially going through menopause.
No, that gotta be like surgery
That's
to get rid of something. It
pills she's taking probably. A hysterectomy is a surgery to remove the uterus, and Jazz did it because she prefers the masculine look and didn't want her period anymore. Now, some people might experience mood changes post-surgery.
Even though Jazz is a former girl, why you want to remove your top chest and your uterus? Why are you doing all this?
Why are we bringing up the fact that I had surgery on my chest? What the fuck do that gotta do?
Whoa! Hold up a minute. Why isn't that chest surgery have to be a reason why need the address? Jazz, I think something is definitely making wrong because you're taking the pill to look more muscular and more like a man.
What do that have to do with the clip?
That's an extreme escalation of our comment she saw in the live chat. These chats exist to bait creators into reactions. And Jazz, someone who's been doing this long enough to know better, took the bait and ran with it. Here's what makes this situation more than just beef and why Jazz got so pissed. Rod was the match. The fire had been building for a while. Think about the FOE pattern. You see, Jazz formed FOE as an informal but tight collective of creators who collaborated on pranks, vlogs, challenges, and motivational content. The group included members like Jordan Lacey, Loaded J, Flo and Karina, Rod, and others who appeared in joint videos and house content. FOE operated like a content house or crew, similar to other influencer groups, but with a strong emphasis on mutual upliftment. Jazz finds people. She invests in them, builds with them, brings them into her world, and gives them a platform. And then, one by one, they decide they've gotten enough from the circle to go do their own thing. They leave without any gratitude. During the beef, Rod said he didn't get famous because of FOE because he already had a platform.
Yeah, so he already had a platform. He already had a social media platform.
Well, it's true that Rod had an online presence before he joined the group. Saying they did nothing for him was just ungrateful, and it only pissed Jazz off. She was left holding the structure she built with fewer people in it each time. The worst part is that their exits are always followed.
So each time they started leaving to do their own thing, and then each time the exits started crawling by
some sort of beef with Jazz. And with more crash outs came more speculation about Jazz's mental health and whispers of a possible identity crisis. Now there's a reason words like these have been circulating. And with Jazz's recent actions, these labels are starting to stick. If you've been following Jazz for a while, you've probably noticed
I started following
that quiet, uncomfortable sense that something's shifted during her first few years on Vine and then YouTube. She was loose, funny, and cheerful. She always had rough edges, no doubt, but the edges were proportional. She'd clap back when provoked and move on. Her focus was primarily on providing funny content for her viewers and growing her page. But the new version of Jazz in 2026 is more confrontational. Her content is more radical, and without an anchor like Tay, fans are concerned that Jazz may be struggling.
The reason why people are seeing her and Tay should never broke up is because the new Jazz in 2026 is not the Jazz we seen. Like the Jazz we seen love having fun, love making content, love making people laugh. But this new version, like, Tay is different. Like, no blog, no print. It's like, Tay is going to a different route that she didn't really need a shift to.
Videos of fans begging Jazz to return to her Perfect Laugh era.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I feel like Jazz needs to refer back to Perfect Laughs. The reason why I say that is because ever since people start calling her like Lil Jazz, all this type of shit, like, I don't know, it just changed. Like ever since the her and Tay.
It definitely changed in Jazz life.
This fan noted that Jazz may be making more money and building a larger audience with her new Lil Perfect persona, but her aggressive content style just isn't cutting it for those who knew her during her humble beginnings. She also noted that those who join her FOE group do so out of self-interest, not love. and they may not be the best fit for her.
She thinking that, oh, right when people start getting like good on their own, they leave to like follow their own career, their own path. And
pulling her back creatively instead of helping her grow. There were comments like, the problem wasn't people not wanting to work. The group doesn't have any direction. The internet has grown out of pranks, but she definitely has changed.
Yeah, like
I hate that for her. She was going up doing collabs, etc. No more big videos. Everything at home in the car. At some point, Jazz herself admitted that the whole group living thing was draining her, and that she was moving out of the house.
Every single time.
I've been covering ass for the last 3-4 years, nigga. I'm tired of that shit. Everything at the house under my name, nigga. So, nigga, yes, nigga, I'm gonna feel a fucking weight reduction, nigga. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, nigga, yes. Yes, whatever. Nigga, yes, I am, nigga. I've been holding and molding so many niggas these years, nigga. Yes, nigga, I am. Yes, nigga, I'm tired of that shit. Yes, I want a new change.
The crash out was valid considering how much effort she put into helping others and how little she got in return. The comment section was divided. Some people sympathized with her and supported her decision to move out, while others said she just didn't have the leadership skills required to pull off such an arrangement successfully. Everyone is not a leader. No matter who you are to make people fall in line, I had to learn that you gotta have a certain type of aura you can either motivate or bring moochers. She's fighting demons, man. It's so sad, the spirit of anger. She needs a break for and tend to herself. While people were still complaining about her association with FOE, Jazz released a video announcing she was going to undergo top surgery.
Tomorrow I get surgery, bro.
Oh, I remember that. But I don't remember what day she said that, but I remember her saying she was going to get like top surgery
right now, bro.
Fans who followed Jazz for years noticed that she went from a more femme-adjacent stud presentation to something more stripped back, more masculine, and more intentional about a certain kind of hardness. The top surgery is the most visible physical marker of that shift, but somehow it's still generated controversy online. Jess is always identified as female. She calls herself a stud and has spent years as a stud. In fact, she takes offense when people call her a man.
But every day...
Yeah, she do get offense when people call her a man, or when people say something about her character. But you gotta realize, she is literally transferring more into a man than a female.
I get called a little boy.
Like Young May, everybody knows she's fucking female. Everybody know that. Like, but would anybody date her? Hell no. Would any girl date her? Yes. Guys, no.
I'm not trying to be rude, baby.
Even after she had top surgery, she didn't change her pronouns, but the audience started wondering whether the surgery meant Jazz was transitioning from female to male. This seems like a soft launch into transitionism.
I thought she was going to
mental health is not just a trend. Hey, her body, her choice though, right?
Like, as to go to a man instead
after Jazz already announced that she had a hysterectomy. And while recovering from the top surgery, she said it was nothing compared to what she went through during the hysterectomy.
But don't nothing get as serious as a hysterectomy. That's why I've been telling all my friends, like, I already had the most serious surgery out of all time I could have, bro. Which is getting the uterus taken out. This ain't nothing but 2 titties.
Why?
And I had 2 small titties.
Why that?
Now, I'm not here to comment on what Jazz is doing with her body, but Jazz has been in the public eye for well over a decade, so everyone has an opinion about what's happening in her personal and professional life. Her audience was split into 2 groups. One group wondered why she takes offense when people refer to her as a man, and another group believed she can look and identify how she wants.
Yeah, so you're telling me we gotta call our stud she? No, he? She? What? Or if a man want to transfer into a woman, we gotta call a man now a trans she now?
Because being masked doesn't mean you're a man, nor does it mean you're transitioning. Y'all are just ignorant. There are also people who believe Jazz actually wants to be a man because they can't make sense of her choices. One person said she likes that. She wants to be a man. Truly don't understand why she doesn't just go all the way. Why stop at the top surgery? She lost the plot a long time ago. Just transition all the way. You're mentally already there. Whether she's having a mental health crisis or she's fully in control of her decisions and actions, one thing's clear. A lot of people don't like this new Jazz, and they're hoping she'll go back to posting pranks and funny videos.
Yo, if that video was wild, you haven't seen anything yet. I put my funniest reaction right here in this playlist, and YouTube thinks you will love this special video next. Click one of those, hit the sub button, if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.